like to call the Ways and Means Committee together. I'm Vice Chair Dwight Fanton, and I would like a roll call, please.
Mr. Harris, Mr. Fanton,
Here.
Mrs. Burdick. Here. Mr. Curran,
Here.
Mr. Demick,
Here.
Mr. Havey,
Here.
Mr. Ricky,
Here.
Mrs. Root, and Mr. Stockin. 6 present, 2 absent.
Thank you. Could I get a motion on approval of the minutes for April 13th?
So moved.
A second?
Havey will second it.
Are there any additions or corrections? Being none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That is carried. Okay, clerk of the board, please.
Yes, we received the mortgage tax figures for the period October 1st, 21 through March 31st, 22, and the apportionment to the towns and villages have been calculated. At this time, I'd like to request a resolution approving the apportionment of mortgage tax to the tax districts and authorizing the warrant.
Could I get a motion on that?
Burdick moves.
Second?
Curran, second.
Discussion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That is carried.
I'd like to also request a resolution authorizing the payment to the towns and villages of the mortgage tax fees retained by the county clerk to cover the necessary expenses for that same October 1st through March 31st in the administration of the mortgage tax. The amount of $24,954.15 should be appropriated from the county clerk's contractual account A 1410.432 and distributed to the towns and villages is summarized on the memorandum in your packet.
Could I have a motion, please?
Havey will move that.
So I have a second.
Ricky will second.
Discussion. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? That is carried.
Thank you.
Bobby Budinger, Personnel Officer, please.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Afternoon.
So I have a referral that should be coming from the Personnel Committee, that came from the Personnel Committee, and it outlines several, there were 7 separate changes to our non-unit and department head benefits, and we went through that in personnel. And as you may recall, there was a lengthy discussion on the part-time benefits that we were looking to change. There was a request that I submit some additional information that should have been submitted to you already. So if you would like me to go over any particular aspect of what's being referred, I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Anyone have any questions? Could I get a motion, please?
Havey will move that.
A second?
Ricky, second.
Thank you. Discussion.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
I'm looking at the changes here, and I think these changes make a great deal of sense, and I just want to thank you and the committee for putting this together. Thank you.
Of course, thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That is carried. Department of Public Works, I would ask the county administrator to come forward, please. Or you can do it from there.
Thank you. It might be easier from here. This is a referral from Public Works to approve funding for the Friendship Shop project. And this referral came at the same time you were in the middle of talks of approval of the Friendship Shop plans. And I think the thought was that we'd move this referral along and that those plans would be approved and we could then discuss the funding. However, you've tabled the approval of those plans, so there's really no way for this is kind of irrelevant at this point in time because we don't even know what you would be approving for funding. I don't even think tabling this is really the appropriate action so much as that we just need to put it on another agenda after the plan has been approved so that we can discuss how much we're funding and where that is coming from. So I think we just might have jumped ahead a little bit too much by putting this on today's agenda. It should really go on the agenda after we approve those plans.
Could I get a motion to table?
Demick will make a motion to table it.
Mr. Demick tables. Is there a second?
Havy seconds.
Discussion on this? All those in favor of tabling, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That is carried. Old business. Terry?
Thank you, Mr. Fanton. I just wanted to clear up that it was my eyesight that overlooked the dollar amount that we were getting from the opioid, and I apologize to Chairman Stockin for that. The correct total is $293,856. And again, that is only a portion of every settlement, but I did want to make myself good with Mr. Stockin, so thank you.
Thank you. Any other old business? New business? Go to the order. I would like a motion for adjournment.
Ricky motion.
Havy will second.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? That is carried. We are adjourned.